Torture talk. Alright. Welcome to the blue pill, the red pill. And I bet you're asking, what is the blue pill or the red pill? The blue pill or the red pill is where I take two albums that are comparable and we choose which one is better. So we say one is the blue pill, one is the red pill. And there's 5 different categories in that we have to choose from. 1 is performance. Artist has to perform at a high level. It can't just be something that he just does. 2, creativity. We're going to judge off the creativity, whether that's visuals, videos, songs, how creative the thing was. Does the song sound the same, similar? Do they not sound similar? Production. That's number 3, production. Beats, instrumentals, how did they handle them? The mixing, all that goes into the production part. The substance, what are we talking about? Some of these songs great, some of these songs written well, some of these songs have meaning to it, or they don't. And memorable. Are these songs memorable? Is this album memorable? Is the movement memorable? Does it move you? Does it make you remember 3 weeks from now? I remember that song. A year from now. Alright, so today we're gonna go with the blue pill or the red pill. Today will be Party Next Door, PARTYMOBILE, which is the blue pill, and of course Weekend After Hours, which is the red pill. And we're gonna go through the performance, the categories, and see which one, who has the better album, who has the better everything. So let's go through it. Alright, so we're going to start with the first one. That's performance. Alright, so performance is based off of everything. How they performed on these records. What did they do to stand out? The theme of it. Just are they carrying this performance singing wise? Did they push it to the limit? Did they push the envelope? Or is it just something that they're just doing? So we're going to go to Party, and Party performance was okay. I think that he didn't really do anything that was spectacular to me. I think he stayed in his comfort zone, which is fine, if that's where he's at with it. And I look at his he kind of, to me, sounds a little bit like Future, a little bit sometimes, but I mean, I guess that's just how he is. But the performance wise for him was okay. It wasn't nothing that I think that was too great. Some of the songs were all right. Weekend, I think Weekend performance was, I would give Weekend performance a A. I think he was on another level of performance. I think that the Weekend, how should I say this? He pulled out a lot of stops. Like he didn't listen in. He made sure that he did things that would hit you out of the left field. So I like his performance. So Weekend performance in this album, I think, kind of trumps Party Next Door album. So we're gonna go to the next category. The next category is creativity. All right, so creativity is the artist's creativity. What did they do to this album? Like the theme, the visuals, the effects. I don't care what people say about budget and all that stuff. We don't care about that. We talking about the rollout, everything. So the creativity part of it. We're gonna go with Party Next Door. I didn't even know Party Next Door was coming out with an album. I didn't even know. I mean, because every time he says he's gonna drop an album, he doesn't drop it. So when he dropped it this time, I was like, okay, so let's get into it. But it just sounds like somebody just dropped an album. It didn't there's no creativity to it. It would just sound plain. It sounded like, okay, if he had a rollout or something that was like, it's coming, then I can understand. But he didn't. And it's not my fault. That's not anybody else's fault. That's his team and his fault. So the creativity part for him was kind of in the dumps. If we're going off of songs, creative-wise, it's not that many creative songs on that album. Most of the songs, he has the same flow with the same tempo. I think there's an 85 tempo on the beat or something like that, or 170 tempo quantized. You know what I mean? Now, as far as The Weeknd goes, excellent rollout. There's nothing I can say. The whole theme was great. Everything. It all went together. It wasn't just something that he just did. So people can say, oh, you're being unfair or whatever. No. These are basic things that artists should do. And I think that he didn't do it. So I think that The Weeknd did it more, and I gave it to The Weeknd. Creativity was something that he really took pride in. And he created a character. I don't know what Party was doing. So that's 2 for The Weeknd. Production. So the production would be the instrumentals, the beats, the way that the album is put together, the production, the sound, the mixing, all that goes that for the production. So we're gonna start with Party on this one. BluePill. Party production was okay. It was something I think that could have been better. Kinda was similar. Every song sounds similar to me, but it could have been much better. I think that he could have got some better producers, and he could have tried something different. I think that he's in his lane, and he's staying in his lane, but it doesn't really help him, to me, if he's gonna stay in the same lane and give us the same music he's been giving us for the past 3-4 years. So the production to me was okay. It was okay. Weeknd's production, After Hours. Another A for me. You go through the instrumentals, it's the production is phenomenal. The mixing is phenomenal. Just the way it all comes about. It was just a phenomenal project, the way they put it together. And it went with the production, went with the visuals, the creativity. I can't deny it. So Weeknd with that one. It's 3-0 so far. So we're gonna go into the substance. All right, so we can start with The Weeknd on this one. All right, Weeknd's substance is basically the same. It's not like his substance has changed. He's been talking about his toxic masculinity for years, and sometimes he switches it up a little bit, but most of the time it goes back to his toxic ways and his drugs and women, and I guess that's his thing, So he moves people with some of his words and what he says, but sometimes I think his lyric can be a little bit generic sometimes, or sometimes I think it's like he just looks for a word to rap with another word sometimes, for better or worse, I should say. But After Hours, he got better lyrically to me. I think he's stepping it up. He's starting to see that he has to step it up to stay ahead of the curve. So, but I think the substance on his music sometimes it's I don't want to say it's too toxic, but it is what it is. So we get into Party substance. On Party substance, I think here's where Party's strong suit is at. I think Party has a better pen in some ways than Weeknd. I think that he is a better overall writer, but as a musician, that's just another story. But his substance is a little more catchy, I should say. Not catchy, but it's a little more has a little more meaning to it. So I should say that. A little more meaning to it. It's a little more thicker. You have to peel back the layers on it. So I'm going to go with Party as substance on this one. I think he has more substance and more to say with some more of a meaning. I think Weeknd is a little more of a, sometimes he gets wrapped up into himself, and that's what that is. Alright, so the last category will be memorable. So we're going to go with, on this one, we're going to go with, start with Party. I think Party Next Door makes some music that is for the now. Sometimes I think that he doesn't have a sound that's gonna you know, how would I say, it's gonna transcend to other sounds. I think his sound is where it's at. I don't think he's gonna go any further than what he is. So as far as being memorable, I think some of his songs will be played and might be played for the summer, and that's about it. But it's not going to be something that we're going to play next year or 2 years from now, you know. So I think that memorable, we're obviously going to go with The Weeknd on this, because The Weeknd has songs that I think that people are doing challenges to and stuff like that. And he has more music to me that's more memorable. So I think that it's going to be After Hours is a better put together project than Party Next Door, PARTYMOBILE. So Weeknd wins this one 4-1. You know, again, not taking nothing away from Party Next Door, but I just think that as an artist he needs to grow a little more. I think that he's been stuck in the same pattern, that loop, and I don't think he know how to get out of it. The Weeknd has surpassed a lot of these artists by far to me, because he chose to take his music to the next level, no matter what people say, how they feel. You could say, oh, he's a pop star or whatever, but he does it all. So again, Weeknd After Hours wins this one. Thanks for watching. Torture Talk. Subscribe, tell your family about me.